Yo bros, this is Wii2PLAY, the Brenton Brushworks of YouTube. Welcome to Pokemon Scarlet, but first, spoilers! So, here's the thing. I'm only gonna do this for a minute. This is not something I usually do. This is not something I necessarily want to do, but when I say I'll find stuff off screen when I'm not recording, I absolutely meant that. So, a minute of spoilers starting now. Starting as soon as I pick the first picture, which is... oh my gosh. Now, okay, so some of these aren't gonna mean anything. Some of them I just took for the sake of taking it. I fought someone in an online match and lost dreadfully. Every one of their Pokemon was level 50. There were a couple of spoilers, but I didn't take a picture of that. Found a Rotom, registered Rotom. Apparently that was the Pokemon I ended up seeing earlier, so whoops, already got that one. This is just therapeutic. I don't have to do anything, I just get to watch my Pokemon do that. This is another thing that I could have just saved for Twitter, but... let me skip that. Skip that. Also, I was looking for just Pokemon, so... going back a little bit... this! I didn't know exactly what I was looking at first, but I was determined to get to it. And thus, I have discovered Lug Trio, which I promptly caught. Vicious Temperate, contrary to what its appearance may suggest, it's been over a minute, sorry. Wraps its long bodies around prey, drags the prey into the den. Good stuff. Now this, I don't think there was any real reason for me to record this, but I guess I'm just gonna let it play out anyways. Oh, there we go. I got scared off by giant birds. So, some of this, like I said, just taking pictures for the sake of taking pictures. But here is the Kilowattrel, which inflates its throat sac to amplify its electricity. By riding the wind, this Pokemon can fly over 430 miles in a day. And it is very big. Here's a fun little thing. There's a completely different Tauros with a fire typing. And you have to understand, I have been trying to find this thing for hours. Yes, I caught one. But then, for story-related reasons, because I went too far off the map, I ended up turning off my game before I saved the Tauros, so now I don't even have this specific Tauros, and I've been searching, literally, for hours for this thing. Which makes me think it'd be easier to find a random shiny Pokemon in a modern Pokemon game than it is this thing! And then I found an engine! And loaded dice. It's so good. Shiny Scyther, already teased that. 2 different water-type Pokemon. I probably shouldn't have seen for the longest time. Plus, this thing right here. It may have something to do with story as well. Caught a Greavard, finally. Found more engines, so I might look for that. And caught an engine. Varoom is said that this Pokemon was born when an unknown poison Pokemon entered and inspirated an engine left in a scrap processing factory. So these design choices and the reasons for them existing getting better and better. And then this happened. Yeah, I almost activated a Titan Pokemon! And if you can understand what this means, congrats. Because I am going to talk much more about that later. But now it's time for the boring stuff. And by boring, I mean, I feel like I need to do it anyways, because it might get me something. Keep in mind, I still was for 2 hours trying to find this Tauros. I did get plenty of other good stuff out of it, like finding a special Tera type Tauros, but that's about it. So now we are going to take some classes! Yay! So, now we got history and languages. And before I begin, regardless of who teaches what, I didn't even realize that in one of the cutscenes when I first started the game, they show the same person that is part of the Elite Four that is also a teacher in this school. So, fun stuff. Let's do history with Miss Rayfort. Because why not? Classes begin soon. Don't be tardy. I'll try not to. Sorry if the volume was too loud on those replays, by the way. Oh-ho! I see we have some new students here with us today. My name is Ratfort. I will be the one to impart knowledge of the past to your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forged the path to the present in which we live. Today, we shall learn about the most mysterious location in all Paldea, the Great Crater. Oh no, is this too soon? As you are all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Paldea exists in the heart of our region. The area inside this crater is called Area Zero, which Serp Lover won't shut up about. Hey, cool! I see the ancient Pokeball right here. Love it. So anyways, research on Area Zero and its geological strata and material composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. It is long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. We won't say what, hopefully. Aha! Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Brenton. Bow me! Or, answer me this instead. What exactly was believed to rest in the depths of the crater? How would I know? Treasure! Aha! That's correct! You are a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I would have said Pokemon if they gave me that opportunity. I see you did your homework prior to coming to my class. That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in this world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams and treasure hunting, though, as a lab has been built in those very same depths. Great. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do well to remember that the Great Crater and Area Zero is again both off limits to all but those who have official business there. I'm getting there, I promise. One of these days I'll get to that official business. Do not dare entertain the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero in such riches. It is no place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were at all possible to investigate the area, I would surely be the first to do so. Oh, is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We will unravel more of history's enigmas together next time, and possibly spoil more of the game. Great. Just great! Alright, what's next? Probably not history. Languages! With Mr. Salvatore. Wow, I think I nailed that name the first time. Class will begin soon. That's right, folks. I'm just taking classes. This is a separate thing. No one needs to watch this. My dear students, how are you oh no, you look familiar too. Feeling good, I hope. Jamapalel Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. I am butchering every language known to man. I am so sorry. That is, thank you very much for your attention here in my class. I am happy for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you all. Do you know what Salvatore means? It means savior. So just imagine I'm here to save you from spooky new languages. Haha, well they know. That's right, my classes will teach you about the various languages from different regions. You may say good morning or hello as a greeting, but people from elsewhere may say bonjour or salut. I've heard that there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together and says hello, hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are so many I wonder who that could be. There are so many regions out there in the world, our world, and each have their own unique languages. Gracias, merci, arigato, dank. These are all the same meaning. I'm so sorry. I barely can survive English sometimes. Can you guess what it is? Oh, what they all mean. It means thank you. Gracias. De nada. Woohoo! Printed, was it? Bravo, that's correct. And speaking up is important in language learning too. Well, at least you gave me multiple options so I could tell just from that. Gracias. Merci, the rest mean all thank you. They all mean thank you. See, I'm bad at English. I guess some of you probably knew at least one of those, yep. Despite meaning the same thing, their lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try to speak the local language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it very well. I'm sure your willingness to try will make people you meet very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the local language would get you pretty far. For everything else, just pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Good advice. There's that pesky bell. I guess that's all the time we have for today. Well, adios, matane, a la prochaine. Let me try that one again. Prochaine, I guess? Prochaine? See you later. Bye. Ay, caramba. I only know a few different words in other languages. Alright, let's take some more oh, wait, there's still more. Shoot. Like, way more. Well, it's time for art with Mr. Hassel. We might have seen him already. I think. What's the guy? I'll recognize him once he shows up. Yes, it was a guy. Greetings, I am Hassel. I'll be teaching this art class. It is a pleasure to meet you all. I'm enjoying the pictures behind you. Now let me be candid for one moment. I imagine that many of you will forget all that you learned in this class once you graduate. Yep, that's true. After all, you don't need even a basic understanding of artwork, much less a refined appreciation of beauty for most exams or jobs. So, is my class a waste of time for you then? I think not. At least, I certainly hope it isn't. Think for a moment, all of you. What is beauty anyways? What makes something beautiful? The eye of the beholder? Interesting. Thank you, Brenton. Oh, I don't mean to suggest there's a correct answer to my query. The most important thing is that you all take time to think about it. We all have our own taste after all. Think about why we might find beauty in a flower blooming on the side of the road, for example, because I'm gonna over-explain it after you tried to simplify it. Question why the sky is a different shade of blue than the ocean, or why the leaves change color. Ponder the windmills of Artisan and how they move. Contemplate the chilling bite of the waters of Cascarfa. I'm sure you will find that every little detail of your lives will be more vivid, especially if you don't complain about the things you can't control, and you, instead of focusing on the beauty of something, you criticize the things that you're already noticing. I don't know if it's coming off very well, but I'm talking to all of you that are complaining about this game. Oh, I can't play it because the graphics are SI. Well, may you! I still like the game, and I can still acknowledge that it has many graphical problems. But just because of the graphical problems doesn't mean the game is bad. Capiche? Anyways, if you just take a moment to stop and think, I am certain that if you stop and truly appreciate the little beauties of this world, it will help pull you through the days where your studies have you exhausted, or when work has dampened your spirits. Do pardon me for waxing philosophical. You don't need to understand all of that now. To put simply, it is true that one doesn't need art to survive, but it certainly makes surviving much more enjoyable. Nice Star Raptor statue. It is my hope that this class will add even a little bit of color to your lives. That's all for today. Next time, we'll try a more hands-on approach to appreciating beauty. Which, yes, I will be showing off in this video. Look, I'm trying to get as much of the class thing done as possible. I won't go past level 3, though. Because we might get more classes later on. We'll just have to see. Good morning, Master Brenton. We are going to home ec, I guess. With Mr. Sagaro, I think. Sagaro? This is the guy from the cutscene, isn't he? I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see it. Oh, no, this is someone different. I see we have some energetic young ones in our class this time around. You may call me Mr. Sagaro. Your time here with me will be spent obtaining knowledge and skills dispensable for daily life. Many of you have left the care of your parents to live here on your own in the Academy dormitory, sorry. I pray that the knowledge I impart to you, gosh dang it, will improve the qualities of your lives and necessities thereof, food, clothing, and shelter. Of course, 3 categories. I assume the most pressing and interesting for you all is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. You will also gain something called meal powers, which can provide all manner of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier to catch, or increase the experience points that your Pokemon receive. I think you will also find that the breadth of these effects can be expanded by crafting sandwiches of superb power or flavor. What's more, there is a certain something that is particularly important if we wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. You there, Brenton! We'll always pick on you! Tell me, what must you keep in mind to receive even more helpful meal powers? Let's see... Choice of fillings and condiments. Perfectly correct, Master Brenton. Perhaps you were already aware of this fact from having helped your family with cooking at home, or more so being out in the field and experiencing it yourself? Just saying. Your choice of ingredients, including both fillings and condiments, is an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches may help you gain egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, can gain you item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you can also receive meal powers by eating at restaurants. I must say that I would feel the utmost joy if you all learned much here in my class and came to better understand home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Woohoo! I did it! I took all level 1 of every class. Now to take level 2 of every class. There is a Gengar suddenly here. Why? Is it nighttime? Is just because it's nighttime now there's a Gengar and a couple of Noibat? That was a culture shock to me. Alright, where are we going now? I guess biology. With our favorite Mr. Jock. What will I learn this time? Hello! I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Did you all try using the ZR button to let your Pokemon out as I taught you in our last class? Walking along with your Pokemon lets you see how unique and cute they all are. I also highly recommend picnics for when you want to spend some quality time together with the Pokemon in your party. You can get them all around the table to make sandwiches and play. It's really a lot of fun. If you want to learn more about making food, Mr. Zagaro's class is the best place to go. Now sometimes, while you're enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very important in the basket next to your table. This very important something is what Pokemon are born from. Let's all say it together! Eggs! Phew, you all got it right! It would have been embarrassing if everyone got it wrong. The very important something I'm talking about is a Pokemon egg. It's not clear where these eggs come from, but they're probably placed in the basket rather stealthily by the Pokemon at the picnic. Walking around with an egg will help warm it, which allows it to hatch. Eggs won't warm up by sitting in boxes though. You need to have them in your party. And here's one more super important thing I'd like you to remember about eggs. Pokemon entrust us with their eggs because they believe in us. So I'm sure that they would be happy to see you all being responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Oops, my important point came right as the bell rang. Well, I'll see you next time, I guess. Whenever the heck that will be. Still out in the field, still trying to do stuff at my own quote-unquote pace. Yeah, there's a 3, alright. Well, we'll reach that later. I guess we could do art again? Alright, so the second art class. Hello class, it is I, Hassel, yet again. In our previous class, we discussed what beauty is, which might have been a little boring for you. So today, I thought I would mix up things a little to pique your interest in art. Allow me to introduce our special guest.
Gibble!
This is Professor Gibble, the assistant lecturer for today. Wait, what? He's a professor now? Now then, Professor Gibble, if you would be so kind as to terrestrialize for us. Do we need to wear our sunglasses for this? Ooh. Ah. I already know the answer. As some of you may already know, a Pokemon can terrestrialize if you use a Tera Orb. Normally, Professor Gibble would be of the dragon typing, but by terrestrializing, it succeeded in changing its type. So class, which type is it? Grass. Excellent, Brenton. 4 marks for you. Told you I knew it. These beautiful flowers blooming above Professor Gibble's head show that it is now become a grass type. The shape of the Tera Jewel above a Pokemon's head depends on the Pokemon's Tera type. Please tell me whether or not I can change that Tera type. To summarize, if your opponent's Pokemon terrestrializes during battle, observe a Pokemon's Tera Jewel closely to see what type it has become, and choose effective moves accordingly. See, that is important to remember. It is my sincere hope that today's lecture will help you all achieve beautiful victories. The terrestrial phenomenon is indeed a fascinating and deep subject to discuss. One I'm sure we'll touch on more. But that is it for today, class. Thank you, Professor Gibble, for your help. I wonder what other Professor Pokemon we have. That was cute. Okay, next one. I say we go back to battle studies with Miss Dindra. Another day, another round of battle study. Ooohhhh! Let's get right to it. Is everyone excited about the treasure hunt? It's always a great adventure. You get to take on gyms, go to new places, and run all over the place with your partner Pokemon. And while you're running around out there, I'll bet you'll come across some big shining crystals fairly often as well. These crystals are actually collections of terrestrial energy that's seeping out of the ground. You can check out these crystals to battle Tera Pokemon with your friends or other trainers in groups of 4. We call these battles Tera Raid battles. The Tera Pokemon you'll face off against in Tera Raid battles are crazy tough. They sometimes act differently than regular Pokemon, so you'll need to be on your guard. Luckily, trainers can also use a special action in Tera Raid battles. It's called cheering, and there are 3 different cheers you can use. The first cheer is Go All Out. It boosts the attack and special attack of an allied Pokemon. Can we choose which cheer we go? Because I haven't tried that yet. The second is Hang Tough. This one boosts the defense and special defense of all allied Pokemon. And third, well, let's see if you can guess. You might fail this one actually, Brenton. This cheer restores HP for all allied Pokemon. What do you think it is? I'm gonna say Heal Up. What's wrong? That's right. Maybe I should make you the battle teacher, huh, new kid? I don't know your name, apparently. The third and final cheer is Heal Up. It's a real powerhouse with the ability to restore both HP and cure status conditions. It is nice. You can cheer up to 3 times during a single Tera Raid battle. Also, cheering uses up a turn in battle, so you won't be able to have your Pokemon use any of their moves when you cheer. In conclusion, try everything at your disposal. If nothing seems to be working, try cheering on your allies. Provide support for your team can sometimes open up a new realm of possibilities. Aw man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home. But I guess we're out of time. Class is over for now. Take care, you little rascals. I was guessing that time, but the other two choices sounded really dumb. Pretty sure it was gonna be straightforward. Alright, I guess we're doing some math again. May my brain work accordingly. Hello everyone, let's have a fun class today. Tell me, do you all enjoy shopping? Buying tasty bread or choosing new clothes, even just window shopping is so much fun. In today's class, I'd like to use shopping, one of my own favorite hobbies mind you, to teach you all about math. I'm sure everyone here has visited a Pokemon at least once. They sell all sorts of Pokemon items. Pokeballs are one of the many useful items you can find there. They cost 200 Poke each. Now then, I'd like you all to do some thinking with me here. One Pokeball, oh it's one of these. One Pokeball is 200 Poke. If you had 2,000 Poke and bought as many Pokeballs as you could afford, how many would you receive? So for 200, oh my gosh, I'm really bad at math. I'm not kidding. I'm tempted to use a calculator. Okay, so let's do it this way. 200, 400, 600, 800. I'm pathetic, I know. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So 10. You can buy 10. Oh, I was wrong. Oh dear, I'm sorry, Benton. I was supposed that this was a bit of a trick question. With 200 Poke, you can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. Are we including Premier Balls here? However, if you purchase 10 or more of any of the type of Pokeball, you'll all— oh, gosh darn it! You'll receive a Premier Ball. A special white ball is a bonus. So the correct answer is in fact 11. It sure is nice to get a little bonus like that on a shopping trip, isn't it? Oh my, is that the bell? I suppose that's all for now. What a shame. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next class. I hope you're looking forward to it too. Man, that was some idiot-esque nonsense right there. I hope Coda got that wrong. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I didn't know you were going to include a freaking Premier Ball as a bonus. Yeah, that was a trick question, wasn't it? Oh no, now let's suffer languages together. Oh goody goody gumdrops. Let's drive everyone watching this loco. My dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastico? It's time for Salvatore's language lesson. Etes vos press. Right? No, you can answer with yes or oi. Oi? C'est super! You know, at last class, I believe I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? In le course d'aujourd'hui, today's class, we will learn about a certain word sure to make people happy when you use it in your travels abroad. What word, you ask? Well, you'll have to guess. Delicious. Hachi. Buono. Tell me what these words mean. I've heard of buono before. Oh, I'm gonna fail this one, guys. Watch it be delicious. Watch it be delicious. I think it's sorry. Oh, Brenton, your sorry really did cut it, as they say. The justice system would be inutile, unnecessary. Sorry, but that's a monophysous response. Wrong answer! They mean delicious, silly. Didn't delicious cue you in at all? Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants is sure to get a big soiree. A smile, that is, from whoever you are talking to. It'll make communication go smoothly. I guarantee it. So much for that A+ everywhere I go. People love it when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who won't be happy to receive such a compliment? And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one of my wise words of advice. The first step to smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood. This doesn't only apply to people in other regions either. It's the same for all of you too. You can put this tip to use with your classmates. How about you all try complimenting each other after class? I bet we'll all make for an ambience plus symphonique, I guess, a more friendly atmosphere. That's all for today. See you all à prochaine course. Next lesson, that is. Adios, matinee. Like, just how many of these words am I butchering? 25, 50, 75 freaking % or more? Because I really feel like I messed up a lot of things just now. Home ec! I can't possibly fail home ec. We'll see. We'll see. Put away your phones. It is time for the begin class. For class to begin. Blah. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers and even restore HP for all the Pokemon in your party. It is truly convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you are aware, it is not suited for use in battles, when you cannot make food, or when you wish to restore HP quickly. In times such as those, you should make use of healing items such as potions, which you can purchase from Pokemarts or on the school store website or something. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used any time that you can open your bag. Excuse me. They are, however, consumed after one use. I hiccuped for a moment. Potions restore 20 HP. Super potions restore 60. Please don't be another math problem. And hyper potions restore 120 HP. So the pricier the item, the more HP it will restore. Keep in mind how much money you have when you are stocking up on these items. However, unforeseen happenings are an inextricable part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You find yourself with injured Pokemon, but you have no potions. You are out of sandwich ingredients, and there is no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Brinton, what should you search for when in a perilous situation with no way to heal your Pokemon? A place with water, of course. No, items on the ground. Perfectly correct, Master Brenton. I see you are well learned in survival techniques, because that's how it works in real life. If you see something shiny on the ground, it is actually an item that has been dropped there. You may be able to find a restorative item such as an orange berry or a potion in this way. You can use the R button to send out your Pokemon to pick up such items as well. And then there are berries, of course. Berries, by the by, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, it will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide this timing for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest that you look around for shining items on the ground. If you can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ for healing your... I see the bell demands that topic wait. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Yay! I passed the class. Good for me. So what is left? Is it just history? Yes, it's history. We might get some spoilers, we'll have to see. Alright, class will begin. And then the real fun part happens. Just not in this video. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today, we will continue to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us. About 2,000 years ago, this region came under the rule of the Paladin Empire. Yep, we're jumping. Hey, Levington! Alright, glad to see all of history hasn't completely been erased from current games. Historical accounts describe the Paladin Empire, or Emperor, as being quite the dictator. This emperor also zealously believed the legend of the treasure that rests deep within Area Zero. I must mention that the civilizations of our ancestors were not as developed as ours is today. People back when we were far more likely to believe in mysterious legends, magics, and beings beyond human comprehensions. Also, Pokemon were really dangerous. In an attempt to gain the power to stand against Paldea's neighboring countries, the Emperor sent people in droves to join the hunt for the fabled treasure of Area Zero. Ha! Perfect timing to make eye contact, young Brenton. Answer me this. Approximately how many years ago was it that the Paladin Empire began to rule this region? I don't know! 1,000? Incorrect. You're off by an entire millennium. Why, 1,000 years ago, the Paladin Empire had already begun to collapse. The answer is about 2,000 years ago. That is when the great era of exploration begun. Anyways, however, it is said that not a single adventurer sent out the Emperor ever reached the depths of Area Zero. I'm sure I butchered that sentence. Was it a punishing journey in itself that barred their way, or perhaps some unknown creature? The resounding failure of this great era of exploration almost certainly heightened the air of mystery surrounding the crater. Oh, what I wouldn't give to explore Area Zero in its untouched state at that time. I suppose I can only hope for the shift invention of a time machine. Is it that time already? I must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. This ends today's lesson. We'll unravel more of history's enigma together next time. You should probably finish the game before that happens. Maybe. We'll just see what happens. Alright, there we go. I took lessons. We learn all sorts of things. Like why there's dropped items. Wait a minute. Where those dropped items come from? Are Pokemon still mutilating humans and humans have to run for their lives and drop everything? Okay, you know what? I went too far with this concept. That is gonna be it for today's little lesson of a video. But next time, we go back out in the field. I've explored nearly all of this section. Nearly. There's obviously some places that I am avoiding intentionally until it is time for me to take on said section. But this whole section here, which is about 25% of the map left, I have not checked out yet. Although I gotta check something. There's a 5 there. Oh, wait. I already did that one. Duh. So, anyways, that is gonna be it for this video. But next time, back to the field. And I am so looking forward to it because... Oh, I didn't even talk about this that much, but... The internet's collapsing on itself. Things are being revealed way too quickly. Tinka-Tink's 2 evolutions, all its evolutions has been revealed on Twitter. And it's only gonna be days' notice before the secret of Area 0 is revealed. Then a snake Pokemon! I don't know which one, but whatever, there's a new snake Pokemon. Soy, not soy. So... this is why I want to play the games as much as I can, because every time I go to the internet, something could be spoiled. Anything could be spoiled. And it could be something that I had no clue existed. So when that happens, like the evolution of Tauros, at least I think there's an evolution, it hurts. It hurts very, very much. This probably hurt you guys, see? That's my lesson for today. Stop spoiling everything on the internet, because you're hurting people. But until then, this is my Wii2PLAY. I'll be much happier in the moment. Got nothing left to say, so I hope you enjoy your day. Take care out there, and I'll catch you later. Boy, I did not stop myself from saying some of these things, huh? Wow.